Hello dear followers of my channel All News, welcome to my channel, Hande Erçel. I will not leave our happiness unfinished and I will compensate for my mistake. All the details are in my news. Before moving on to my news, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Open notifications and press the like button. Stay tuned to my channel. Hande Erçel is a famous name who has recently come into limelight with his private life. Erçel, who has made great progress especially in her acting career, has recently attracted attention with her relationship with Kerem Bürsin. However, contrary to expectations, the relationship went through a period of ups and downs. Hande Erçel gave candid statements including the information he provided and his experiences. Hande states that although relationship topics are given very openly, they always examine their happiness in the explanations. I don't leave our happiness half done, says Erçel, and continues, people make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and make sure that everything moves forward correctly. This shows that relationships and the learning process in Hande's relationship are handled with a very mature perspective. Those who had a relationship with Kerem Bürsin and broke up with him were followed with great interest by the media. The two had a romantic bond that was constantly in their eyes, day after day. However, the famous couple's relationship was tested from time to time with criticism and expectations from the outside. Erçel notes that this process can sometimes escalate very quickly, and that mistakes can be made on both sides. Erçel said, adding that they re-evaluated the way they approached each other during this process. With these statements, Erçel, in a sense, expressed that people accept the ups and downs they experience and use them as a learning opportunity. Hande, whose private life is very much exposed to the public, also describes her relationship with Kerem Bürsin as an inner journey. The more efforts at mutual understanding there are in relationships, the healthier the bond will be, he says, emphasizing that both parties must make an effort to find the right perspective. All of these statements show both Hande Erçel's emotional intelligence and how much he values his relationship, stating that he will not be able to take his future steps more firmly. Erçel affirms that he will always develop and continue to develop on the path to finding his happiness. Erçel's more open attitude towards relationship difficulties with these statements is highly appreciated by both the media and fans. With these statements, Hande Erçel not only mentions his own relationships but also the problems that frequently arise in social promotions. Many people struggle to cope with the challenges of adversity, and Hande's candid descriptions offer an approach that is not afraid to face these challenges. Mistakes are an opportunity to grow and develop. We must always remember this, says Erçel, emphasizing the empowerment of using difficult moments in sales as temporary obstacles. Although her relationship with Kerem Bürsin is seen by many as an ideal couple, the duo, like other people on the streams, experience their own internal struggles. Hande says the bond between her and Kerem is strong, but sometimes outside elements can create breadth in their components. In real life, we all make mistakes. This gives us the opportunity to understand each other better, he says, noting that relationships bring them closer when faced with difficult situations. Hande's statements not only reveal the potential of sales mistakes to unite and bring people together, but also the increased speed of transfer in such studies. There are times when relationships break, but the most important thing is not to lose intense trust. Our mutual commitment is in the area in which your situation will improve, always keeping respect and love first, he says. This approach demonstrates that Hande has a value system based on solid foundations in both his personal life and his professional choices. The constant splitting of celebrity couples by the media and social media can make Hande and Kerem's relationship even more difficult. However, Hande doesn't let these pressures affect the dynamics of their relationship. It's not easy to listen to external comments, but what really matters is what we, as two people, believe, and what our government is, he says. Hande's words teach an important lesson about how couples can maintain a healthy relationship under external pressure. Problems and mistakes in relationships show that a couple only goes through a temporary phase, but this broad spectrum eventually allows them to form a stronger and more mature bond. While Hande accepts this process of growth and development in the region, he also wants to develop on both sides. The Buffalo also sets an example with his maturity and closeness in the images. In conclusion, Hande Erçel's relationship with Kerem Bürsin is not only a romantic bond, but also a part of the journey of personal growth and development of both people. When difficulties arise in these relationships, as in yours, mutual trust and love are always at the forefront in this process. Hande's statements inspire both the younger generations and those who live similarly on the apps. Hande Erçel's daily statements about her relationship were passed on as an important guide, especially for the younger generations, because the idealization of flaws and the pressure of social norms to constantly be perfect can put many people in a difficult situation. By breaking these pressures, Hande emphasizes that love is not just a romantic story but also a process in which two people find each other, expand by making mistakes, and mature together. Love is a constant process of understanding and discernment, he says, explaining that true, healthy relationships are shaped by inner separation, not just a perfect appearance of separation on the outside. Erçel affirms that at this point, the indicators of love and trust are the basic pillars. Any problem in a relationship sometimes presents itself as a major external neurological problem, but the real problem is how to overcome it, he says. These explanations present the relationship of Hande and Kerem not only as the relationship of two famous names, but also as the story of two people who show love and understanding for each other in the real world. The relationship between Hande Erçel and Kerem Bürsin also draws attention to the general problems of relationships between celebrity couples. Media attention brings them both positive and negative comments. However, although Hande is affected by these comments, she remains firm in the face of external factors. We have learned to overcome all external scrutiny without losing our inner peace, he says. This shows that the couple managed to overcome the pressures exerted by the outside world through mutual trust and love. Hande seems to have established a deeper bond not only with Kerem but also with herself during this process.